around this white brown land, seen a thing or two. From the great Outback on the beaten track, let me share it now with you. All Aussie adventures, pack up your swag, let's go. All Aussie adventures, all Aussie adventures, time to hit the road.
I'm here to do a story on All Aussie Adventures, the Russell Coight story. How it all started was by a man named Glenn Robbins. Born in 1957, a local Melbourne boy who studied acting and screen and media. Not to mention, anybody who has a degree in screen and media knows that that is a shit-hole degree. Regardless, he started acting. One of the first roles he ever appeared in was in 2 episodes of the TV show Prisoners. And then he appeared in comedy shows like Full Frontal, appeared in shows like Jimoan. He was also on The Panel, and he was a regular on those shows. But it really wasn't until he played the role of Russell Coight that gave Glenn Robbins the household name in Australia history. How it all basically started was he would watch a whole heap of Steve Irwin shows. He was an avid watcher of Steve Irwin. He would watch all of the documentary, all the reality shows that Steve Irwin would do. He would watch him and go, this guy is a nutcase. And what's funny is that this guy is not scared. He does not F up, but he looks so professional when he does stupid things. And that's where the idea of Russell Coight came from. What if there is a guy who is out in the wilderness that does stupid things, and everything he does, he clearly stuffs up. And it's basically everything of Steve Irwin, but the opposite. He will stuff it up. He will kill animals. He will run over roadkill. He will destroy landmarks. He will destroy houses. He will wreck his car, forget to put the handbrake on. That is basically the character of Russell Coight. And what is so special about this show is that it is one of the highest viewed shows in Australian history. The second season had over 2 million viewers in Australia, which is massive. Most shows don't even get those kind of ratings. Like Home and Away and Neighbours get usually about a few 100,000 viewers on an episode. But to get over 1 million, especially in just Australia, that's pretty massive.
Oh, missed him by that. Kicking it open. And, but we won't. Stay still. And just. Metallic. Somebody just. All Aussie adventures, time to hit the road.
The show first aired on the 5th of August 2001, and it had another season the year after, in 2002, and then there was a hiatus, a 15-year hiatus where he returned for a season 3. And you basically get the same format of every episode. You know the story. He travels, he meets people who claims to be his old friends even though he doesn't know them. He will basically do something and stuff it up. We know the story. But what makes it so funny is that people actually believe that Russell Coight is a real person. People believe that Glenn Robbins is Russell Coight. And people don't really know that Glenn Robbins is an actor playing Russell Coight. People generally believe that this is a real person. And that's what makes it so funny. But what this has also done is that Russell Coight has become an Australian icon up there with the greats, up there with Crocodile Dundee and a lot of other historic Australian icons. He has the ability to play an Australian larrikin but be likable and be an idiot at the same time, but have a charming sense for you to not go, oh, I don't want to see this dickhead. I don't want to see there. You know, he's got that charm to make you go, yep, I know what I'm getting, and I love it. What also was really special is that he also had another hit show where he played a character named Kel in Kath and Kim. And that was when people got confused and said, wait a minute, Russell Coight is playing a character in a show called Kath and Kim, which is when people found out that this reality show, All Aussie Adventures, which people actually took literally, found out that this was staged. Half of the people who first watched this series didn't even realise that it was a parody comedy gag that was having a go at shows like Steve Irwin, and basically was also kind of having a go at shows like David Attenborough as well, because he does a lot of his own like bibliography. He's talking in the background. It's basically one of the best Aussie shows to come on, and without it, I don't think we would have anyone from overseas who watched the show. But really, for us as Australians, to truly understand what Australian humour is. And that's probably why this show will continue to